Hey folks, Fino here. You may have seen a pair of tickets appear in your gift box, and you can trade these in for various craft essences. Let's start with a new set, and on this front, there's a clear winner. Conversation of the Hot Sands. It gives star absorption and crit damage, which is a great combo, and it has a full attack investment. This CE's existence is a big reason why I didn't recommend Teacher and I last year. This is the better star absorb option in every way, and even to this day on JP, it hasn't been power crept. It's got crazy value, and there's no reason not to pick it. Well, unless you have a limit broken copy from rolls. Next up, we've got the Dante's Files, the Case of the Spring Jaunt. It's got Invuln Pierce and an arts buff, making it the decapitating bunny of its card type. That has applications, and Invuln Pierce is a fairly rare effect. Of course, the catch is that you can get the ones that exist pretty easily. Decapitating Bunny, Sweet Crystal, and Frozen Warbear, which is the Buster equivalent, are all free of NCEs. For that reason, I have trouble recommending this over Hot Sands. In third place, we have Outrage. Taunt is a very strong and rare effect, letting you run irregular frontliners and intentionally sacking them. For instance, you can stick it on Amadeus, have him give 50 stars, and promptly die, thus saving you the trouble of actually using Amadeus. The big caveat is that one turn is a fairly small margin of error, and for sacking purposes, Guda Poster Girl is ridiculously strong, lasting for 3 turns. That one's coming back with Guda 1, and it's a 5-star Gacha Craft Essence, so if you're willing to sacrifice Quartz on the altar of tuberculosis, I'd recommend that instead. Our last relevant option is As You Wish. It gives 1 turn of invincibility and an NP gain buff. As niche as that seems, I'd argue it's even nicher. 1 turn invincibility is, barring Plugsuit shenanigans, only relevant for encounters where you get NP'd right away. Those are rare to begin with, and some of those fights give those enemies Invuln Pierce. The full health investment makes it a poor choice for your primary damage dealer, and it's pretty suspect even for supports. Given the choice, I'd much rather put Prisma Cosmos or 2030 on them, and have a sackable frontline instead. Yeah, I'm not gonna recommend it. The other options are too niche or too crap for me to justify talking about them, so that'll do for this year's set. As for last year's, my assessment hasn't changed. Versus is very niche, but very powerful for divine encounters. Fondana Chocolat cuts into its niche, but here's the thing. Unlike Star Absorb CEs, you don't lose anything for running multiple anti-divine effects. For extremely long and high damage encounters like the Bull of Heaven, you'll need a large amount of upfront damage to chunk out the boss and let your finisher do their job. Versus can help with that, though a fixed 3-turn duration means you're better off staggering carriers so they aren't all in your front line at the same time. As for the others, Kiss Your Hand is too generic for me to recommend. 10% rainbow buffs aren't terribly exciting, especially if you consider that Onigashima is coming back this year, and Golden Sumo with it. Then there's Teacher and I, which I still see as a newbie trap. Star Absorb and Starting Charge might look enticing, but it has a full health investment, which makes it a poor choice for your primary attacker. Because of Seal Designation Enforcer, I had a hard time justifying this even when it came out. Now with Hot Sands? Not a chance in hell. As for the others, they aren't very interesting aside from Prince of Slayer, which isn't good, but that aren't though. That's all I got. Pick Hot Sands in Versus and stop by my Twitch sometime. Think I might actually roll on the Coup Altar banner. We'll see. Anyway, I'll see you next time.